Welcome to the Ironbeard Yoga podcast. Today we are discussing the pinnacle of our work, yoga. This is the first installment of a 7-part series on the work that we do at our studio. I've been an instructor and business owner for over 4 years, and I wanted to share with you some of the health benefits doing yoga on a regular basis. First, I'd like to share with you a brief story as how I came into this lifestyle. I'll never forget how I felt after taking my very first yoga class, roughly 9 years ago. I felt so calm and yet so light and energetic. I would take a class here and there, but nothing too serious. Years later, I recall going through some life struggles, and I started doing yoga 3 or 4 times a week. I was noticing how much calmness it brought to my mind, and my mind never liked to shut down. Still doesn't. In this part of the journey, I started to reflect inward. It wasn't long afterwards that I was evaluating my entire life. I started to find a great many things that were no longer serving me, and I knew they had to go. I knew that if I could rid such things out of my life, then I'd be opening up myself to new energy, new possibilities. Sometimes these sort of affirmations would be said during a yoga session. I was no longer content with where I was in life, and I wanted a total overhaul. These were the thoughts that I was having when I would find myself on the mat or meditating. This eventually drove me to an entirely new level of my practice. Without going into too much detail, I already have another podcast planned for this story in its entirety, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a long series, and I've been working on it for a very long time, so I can't wait to bring it to you. I was already going to the gym 5 times a week, and I loved it, but I wanted to go further. This is where I invoked much more efforts into my practice. I was enjoying no matter how you felt that day, it reflects in yoga. If I was having an off day, I would go full ham in my practice. Or if I was already maxed out for the day, I would throttle it back, but still work the poses and the breath work. We call it a practice because that's exactly what it is. We practice the art of shedding our old self and letting go of all the things that don't serve you. It's a practice of discipline, surrender, a practice of finding our higher selves, or some call it the best version of ourselves. A practice of aligning the chakras, a practice of showing up for ourselves. Just like anything else, nothing happens overnight. It's a constant practice, and you can call it training the mind, body, and spirit. The practice never ends. It becomes a life journey, or at least it did for me. Before long, I was signed up for teacher training and becoming an instructor. The fact is that I was never planning on becoming a teacher. At the time, it was merely to become a better yogi, and overall just a better person. I suppose I was also looking for my life purpose as well. These were my original intentions. At the time, I still wanted to see how much my body would endure and how deep does yoga actually go. Curious minds want to know. Where does this path lead? I signed up for teacher training on August of 2019. In that, I ended up meeting some great people and some amazing yoga instructors. The more I learned about the scientific effects of yoga on the body, the more I wanted to take the knowledge and bring it into the world. I remember saying on many different occasions, why doesn't everybody do this? The more effort you put into your practice, the more immediate results. This is what ultimately led to the beginning of Ironbeard Yoga. I wanted to give everyone the tool set to go inward and to change their own world. Or at the very least, a tool to reflect and observe oneself. Here we are now, 5 years into the business, and we're doing just that. Although it's been nothing but sacrifice, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love the work that I do here. It's like Neo ripping people right out of the Matrix. We've had a lot of great times, a lot of great memories, in just about every class that has been taught here. I'm hovering around 1K plus classes under my belt, and personally, I can't wait to do another 5,000. It's become my life's work. I am more than honored to be on this path. More to come on this very topic in the future, and I'll be having guests on to talk with us about their journey into yoga as well. Eventually, I'll be bringing the full story of Ironbeard on here, so stay tuned for that. Until then, check out our class schedule on the website and come take a class with us. Come experience for yourself the power of yoga. We would love to have you in our sanctuary. Anyone who wants more information on our services, we have everything being listed on ironbeardyoga.com, and you can find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Something else I wanted to add is that I've heard stories and experienced it myself of people taking one class of yoga, whether it was in my studio or another. They take the class and they say, this isn't for me, or they didn't like the instructor, or they just overall didn't like the experience. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen, so I'm certain there are many stories like this. Every studio is different and every teacher is different. Yoga is for everybody. Try out different studios and teachers, and you'll find that they're all unique in their own way. Some people like to do just that and to get in different flows and energies, feel for the places. Some like to go where they're comfortable and resonate with the teacher. Find one that fits for you. This is very important. There is a teacher for everyone. Don't give up on your first class, whether it's too difficult or maybe too slow-paced, maybe it was too easy. Each practice can show you something about yourself. There is no greater reflection of oneself than being on the yoga mat. Some people ask, what does a regular schedule look like? If you ask me, I try to do a little yoga every day, if it's possible. Your practice can be once every other week or month, if that's all you can do. If you can only practice in the studio, then go as often as you can. This can mean once per week or something on that line to notice the differences. Some come 3 or 4 times a week. I've had people show up every day for a month to see the results. Many come in just to escape the hustle and bustle of life. It's all whatever your mind, body, and schedule will allow. The 4th agreement: do your best. The act of showing up for yourself is very profound. This is, in fact, where the magic happens. Keeping yourself accountable, keeping yourself responsible for all your actions and decisions, serving yourself to step into your highest self. If you surrender to this, then you will find yourself living a much more rich, fulfilled, happier life. All right, let's get into some of the amazing benefits of a yoga practice. I'll start with the origin of yoga. Yoga, an ancient practice originating in India over 5,000 years ago, has been embraced worldwide for its myriad benefits ranging from physical health to mental well-being. The word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to unite, to yoke, or to integrate, symbolizing the union of body, mind, and spirit. Combining postures, poses, breath exercises, and meditation, yoga offers a holistic approach to well-being. Over the centuries, yoga has evolved into various styles of practice, each offering unique benefits. Let us discuss the comprehensive advantages of yoga, supported by scientific research and experiential evidence. Just to kind of touch on that real quick, that was something, once again, that I found very fascinating, that I'm becoming part of something that's far older than me, far older than our country. This isn't something that just came out, something new. This is something far beyond myself, and it'll be around for another 5,000 years, I'm certain. Far long after I'm gone. So getting into some of the benefits of yoga, we'll start with physical benefits, and the first on the list is improved flexibility. One of the most noticeable benefits of yoga is improved flexibility. Regular yoga practice stretches and tones the muscle, gradually increasing the range of motion in the joints. This enhanced flexibility reduces the risk of injuries, particularly in activities involving physical exertion. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found significant improvements in flexibility among all participants who practiced yoga for just 8 weeks. So not just flexibility, but also you're strengthening the joints, the tendons and ligaments. It'll probably hit into this afterwards, but we don't have to wait until the joints are screaming at us, by the way. Yoga is amazing for preventative maintenance of the body. It literally will keep you young. The fountain of youth, I call it. Mobility is key, or at least it is in my book. All the riches in the world mean nothing if you aren't physically able to move around, or at least pain-free or restricted. Free the body and the mind will follow. There's a great deal of medicine to be found in movement. Number 2, increased strength. Yoga poses or asanas engage in various muscle groups, building strength and endurance. Unlike traditional weightlifting, yoga promotes functional strength that supports everyday activities. Certain poses, like the plank, engage in core muscles, while others, like the warrior pose, strengthen the legs. A study in the International Journal of Yoga found that practicing yoga significantly increases the muscle strength and endurance. Yes, a lot of poses target certain areas, but a lot of the poses, if not all of them, fire up just about every muscle in the body, give or take any of the poses. Muscle atrophy doesn't take long to start happening, especially after your mid to late 20s. Same thing, to help prevent this from happening, practicing yoga can greatly help counter the effect of muscle atrophy. Number 3, better posture. Poor posture can lead to a host of health issues, including back and neck pain. Yoga emphasizes body awareness and alignment, promoting better posture. Poses like the mountain pose or downward facing dog encourages proper spinal alignment. Regular practice helps in correcting habitual postural problems, reducing strain on the spine, and improving the overall body mechanics. The spine houses our energy centers, or chakras. It's my personal belief that having good posture helps open the pathways and thus helping remove energetic blockages or harder for them to stick or to happen. A great many injuries and blockages start with poor posture. It's essentially how we carry ourselves through life. In my book, you can tell a lot by a person by just their posture. Number 4, enhanced balance. Yoga requires maintaining various postures that challenge the body's balance. This improves proprioception, the ability to sense the position and movement of the body. Enhanced balance reduces the risk of falls, particularly in older adults. Research published by the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy indicated that yoga practice significantly improves balance and mobility in older adults. Young adults as well. Imagine walking around with no balance. You wouldn't probably get too far. And this goes for everything. Balance in the mind, our thoughts, our spirit. This isn't easy, but it's where it all begins. I could talk about balance in the masculine and feminine energies for hours, but I'll save that for another one. This is also greatly affected by balance in the mind and body. More to come on that very subject. Number 5, cardiovascular health. Certain styles of yoga, such as vinyasa and ashtanga, incorporate dynamic movements and flow sequences that elevate the heart rate, providing cardiovascular benefits. These practices can improve heart health by reducing blood pressure, lowering cholesterol levels, and enhancing circulation. A study in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that yoga had comparable effects to aerobic exercise on cardiovascular health. That's pretty powerful. We do a lot of breath work in the poses. So this is amazing because what is life without breath? You don't have one. The breath is so underrated and not talked about enough. It's so vital to every single aspect of our healthy being. I've done a couple breathwork classes, and they were very powerful in releasing and detoxing. When I was getting more into my practice, I even started walking and running more just to strengthen my breath, literally to just take it deeper in yoga. It just so happens that it helps support and assist everything in your whole life. Throughout the day, doing just about anything, work, rest, play, sleep. The effects are endless. Better cognitive function. Number 6, weight management. Yoga can contribute to weight management through various mechanisms. While some styles of yoga burn significant calories, the practice also encourages mindfulness, which can lead to healthier eating habits and a better relationship with food. A study published in the Journal of Physical Activity and Health found that yoga practitioners had lower body mass indices compared to non-practitioners. And if you haven't taken a hot yoga class, we invite you to come down. I think everyone should try it a few times. It can become rather addicting before long. Sweating it out is also very powerful detox in unwanted chemicals and bad calories. Very healthy and can significantly help weight loss if that's what you're going for. Number 7, pain relief. Yoga is increasingly recognized as an effective intervention for chronic pain conditions, such as lower back pain, arthritis, fibromyalgia. The combination of physical postures, breathing exercises, and relaxing techniques that can reduce pain perception and improve function. A meta-analysis published in the Pain Research and Management Journal concluded that yoga is a beneficial complementary therapy for chronic pain management. One study that Andrew Huberman discusses, through research they have determined that people who develop a rigorous practice of yoga was found to be able to take up to 4 times the amount of pain than those whom didn't have a practice at all. That actually blew my mind. A lot of great stuff from Andrew Huberman. So those are some of the physical benefits of yoga. Next up is the mental health benefits. Number 1, stress reduction. One of the most well-known benefits of yoga is the ability to reduce stress. Yoga combines physical movement with deep breathing and meditation, promoting relaxation and reducing the body's stress response. The practice lowers levels of cortisol, a primary stress hormone. A study in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that yoga significantly reduces perceived stress and anxiety in participants. There isn't one system in the body that isn't affected by yoga. One thing as well as it also aids in regulating many of our hormones in our nervous system. Number 2, enhanced mental clarity and concentration. Yoga practices, particularly meditation and pranayama, breathing exercises, enhances mental clarity and concentration. These practices train the mind to focus on the present moment, improving attention span and cognitive function. Research published in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine indicated that yoga and meditation practices enhance cognitive performance and executive function. An entire yoga practice can essentially turn into a breathing exercise. We time our motions and postures, or asanas, with the breath, taking it at one's own pace. Before long, you develop your own breathing in your practice, and thus being very beneficial to the breath. In fact, that's how yoga even started out, was just meditation. Sitting there with ourselves, breathing. Number 3, emotional stability. Yoga promotes emotional stability by fostering a sense of inner peace and balance. The practice encourages mindfulness, allowing individuals to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment. This can lead to improved emotional regulation and reduced reactivity. A study in the Journal of Clinical Psychology found that yoga practice was associated with reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety. The entire practice helps strengthen the nervous system in conjunction with hormone balancing, and this is how it will also greatly help with people, events that tap into your nervous system, shifting you from fight or flight responses. Number 4, improved sleep quality. Insomnia and other sleep disorders can significantly impact quality of life. Yoga has been shown to improve sleep quality by promoting relaxation and reducing stress. Practices such as yoga nidra, a guided meditation technique, are particularly effective for inducing deep relaxation and improving sleep. A study in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine found that regular yoga practice improves sleep quality and duration in participants. And briefly, to get back into the hormones, if you have issues with melatonin and serotonin, maybe trying some yoga before prescriptions may help. Number 5, enhanced mood. Yoga stimulates the production of endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators. Regular practice is associated with improved mood and a greater sense of well-being. A study in the Journal of Psychiatric Practice found that yoga was effective in reducing symptoms of major depressive disorders. So that wraps up some of the mental health benefits. Moving forward into emotional and social benefits. Number 1, increased self-awareness. Yoga encourages self-awareness by fostering a deep connection between the body and the mind. This heightened awareness allows individuals to recognize and address negative thought patterns and behaviors. Enhanced self-awareness can lead to personal growth and improved relationships with others. Number 2, greater sense of community. Participating in yoga classes can foster a sense of community and belonging. Yoga studios often emphasize inclusivity and support, creating an environment where individuals can connect with like-minded people. This sense of community can reduce feelings of loneliness, isolation, and enhance overall well-being. And yes, you are not alone, especially for those on their healing journey. You can find a great many people and resources at our studio. Many wonderful souls walk through here. Number 3, cultivation of compassion. Yoga philosophy emphasizes principles such as nonviolence, ahimsa, and compassion. Practicing these principles on and off the mat can lead to a greater empathy and kindness towards oneself and others. This can be improved interpersonal relationships or promote a more positive outlook on life. And here are some integrative benefits. Number 1, holistic health. Yoga promotes holistic health by addressing the physical, mental, and emotional aspects of well-being. This integrative approach can lead to a more balanced and harmonious life. By combining physical postures, breathing exercise, and meditation, yoga provides a comprehensive system for maintaining health and wellness. I told you. Number 2, enhanced mind-body connection. Yoga strengthens the mind-body connection, allowing individuals to tune into their physical and emotional states. This heightened awareness can lead to better self-care and more informed health decisions. Research published in the International Journal of Yoga Therapy found that yoga practices enhance interoceptive response, the ability to perceive internal bodily sensations. Number 3, personal growth and transformation. Yoga is often described as a personal journey of growth and transformation. The practice encourages self-reflection and introspection, leading to greater self-understanding and personal development. Many practitioners find that yoga helps them overcome personal challenges and achieve their goals. Well, there you have it. Something I feel gets overlooked a lot, and we're not talking about it enough. It's still coming up sort of new in a lot of the discussions dealing with anatomy and anything related. I figured I'd go over a few things about fascia. The more we can learn about the physical aspects of our inner workings, the more in tune you can become with oneself, thus helping heal the mind, body, and spirit. I feel it's very important. So not to get too deep into it, I figured I'd give you guys just a brief description and go into how yoga can help the fascia. What is fascia? Fascia is a band or sheet of connective tissue primarily composed of collagen that is found throughout the body. It plays several crucial roles in maintaining the structure and function of the body's tissue and organs. Here are some key points about the fascia. Let's start with structure and composition. Fascia is rich in collagen fibers, which give it strength and flexibility. It exists in multiple layers, including superficial fascia, just under the skin, deep fascia, surrounding muscles, bones, nerves, and blood vessels, and visceral fascia, surrounding the organs. The collagen fibers are embedded in a gel-like matrix that allows the fascia to be both flexible and resilient. Fascia provides a supportive framework for muscles, organs, and other structures. It helps maintain the shape and alignment of the body parts it surrounds. Acts as a protective layer to cushion and protect tissue from injury. It helps create compartments within the body which can contain infections or injuries. Transmits mechanical forces generated by muscles throughout the body. Allows for smooth, coordinated movement by reducing friction between the tissue. It also has its own mechanism for communication. Sensory information, contains nerve endings that can sense changes in pressure and tension, providing important sensory feedback to the brain. An interconnected network, fascia connects various parts of the body, facilitating in coordinated movement and function. It helps in transport in interstitial fluids, which nourish cells and remove waste products. Very important. Once again, not talked about enough. Hydration maintenance ensures that tissue remains hydrated and pliable, preventing stiffness and dysfunction. Going into some of the health and dysfunction. When fascia is healthy, it is flexible, hydrated, and able to move and stretch without restriction. Dysfunctional fascia, such as injuries, poor posture, lack of movement, and other factors can cause fascia to become tight, stiff, or develop adhesions, areas which fascia stick together, creating sort of knots within the fascia, leading to pain and restricted movement. Dysfunctional fascia is associated with conditions like plantar fasciitis, myofascial pain syndrome, and fibromyalgia. Maintenance and treatment. Stretching and exercise. Activities like yoga, Pilates, and regular stretching can help keep fascia flexible and healthy. Drinking enough water is crucial for maintaining the gel-like nature of the fascia. Techniques like massage, myofascial release, and foam rolling can help to release fascial adhesions and improve tissue health. In summary, fascia is essential connective tissue that supports, protects, and integrates the body's structure, playing a vital role in movement, stability, and overall health. So that's why I wanted to kind of bring it up, because yoga has great effects on fascia. And just to go just through a few real fast to end this podcast, yoga promotes movement and stretching, which helps hydrate the fascia. When fascia is well hydrated, it becomes more pliable and less prone to stiffness and injury. Regular yoga practice maintains and improves the elasticity of the fascia, reducing the risk of tears and allowing you for greater range of motion. Yoga helps to break down fascial adhesions, areas of the fascia that stick together due to injury or inactivity. This can improve overall mobility and reduce pain. Regular movement and stretching in yoga prevent new adhesions from forming, maintaining smooth and free-moving tissues. Yoga increases blood flow, which delivers oxygen and nutrients to the fascia, promoting healing and health. The movements in yoga enhance lymphatic drainage, helping to remove toxins and reduce inflammation in the fascial tissue. Yoga fosters a strong mind-body connection, which can reduce stress and tension. Chronic stress can lead to tightness in the fascia, which also helps to alleviate this tension. Poses and breathing techniques in yoga activate the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and allowing the fascia to release stored tension. It's essentially its own system in the body and should be discussed as so. Yoga helps to align the body properly, promoting balanced use of muscles and reducing strain on the fascia. By increasing awareness of body alignment, yoga helps to correct poor posture habits and can lead to fascial tightness and pain. Stretching in yoga improves the range of motion by elongating the fascia and reducing tightness. Combining static and dynamic stretches in yoga ensures that fascia is conditioned to move fluidly and adaptively. Many chronic pain conditions are linked to fascial restrictions, and that was something I wanted to say, but wasn't sure how. Yoga can help alleviate pain by releasing these restrictions and promoting healthy fascial tissue. The practice of yoga can also release endorphins, which naturally reduce pain and create a sense of well-being. To summarize, yoga significantly benefits the fascia by maintaining its health, flexibility, hydration, also reducing adhesions, improving circulation, and enhancing overall physical and mental well-being. There you have it. The conclusion to it all. The benefits of yoga are extensive and multifaceted, encompassing physical, mental, emotional, and social aspects of well-being. Regular yoga practice can lead to improved flexibility, strength, posture, balance, and cardiovascular health. It also offers significant mental health benefits, such as stress reduction, enhanced concentration, emotional stability, and improved sleep quality. Additionally, yoga promotes self-awareness, a sense of community, compassion, contributing to overall personal growth and transformation. Incorporating yoga into daily life can lead into a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Whether practiced in the studio, at home, or in a community setting, yoga offers the path to holistic health and well-being. As scientific research continues to validate the benefits of yoga, its popularity and acceptance as a complementary therapy are likely to grow, making it an essential practice for individuals seeking to enhance their quality of life. You know the saying, listen to your gut. Imagine tuning into a more heightened sense of self, having true sight, to trust yourself more and to be more acute to energy and feelings, to have almost foresight perhaps. Then look no further than the art of yoga. It will help you find your higher self. Well, there you have it, the health benefits of yoga, or at least some. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the link below. If you feel I may have missed something on this list, please feel free to send it my way. We would love to hear your feedback. If you thought this information was useful and you would like to see more of these videos, please like and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell to catch all our latest content. We greatly appreciate you all. Stay tuned for the next series on meditation and all its health benefits. Take care.